back to the Rockatar Chord Library. Great to have you here, and I am only assuming that you are working very, very hard in learning your chords and taking the time to really practice, because practice is very, very important. As a matter of fact, there are statistics that show that practicing actually alternates the neurons in your brain and makes some magical things happen and really enhances your ability to perform in lots of great ways. So you're going to continue to grow and develop as a fantastic musician and artist in working on these chords and practicing. So keep up the good work, and if you're having a hard time with some of these chords, you know, it's okay. We all need some time and patience at the beginning, and you've got to give yourself some patience too. So put a big smile on your face and give yourself a pat on the back for doing a real awesome job at learning these chords. Keep up the good work, okay? So we're going to talk about the A chord today, and the A chord is a real special chord. I love that chord, and that's also used very often, similar to the E chord. As a matter of fact, the E and the A chord go hand in hand, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in later lessons. So without further ado, let's get to the A chord. So here we go. So we're going to look at the top of the neck here, and the A chord we use are three fingers, fingers 1, 2, and 3. And here's the cool thing about the A chord. We're just going to put all of our fingers at the same time right on strings 2, 3, and 4, all on the 2nd fret. So this is the first time, at least so far, with our recording videos of the chord library, that we're going to be using our three fingers simultaneously, which means at the same time, and placing them on the same exact fret. So here's a real cool thing. So we're going to take these three fingers and we're going to just place them on strings 2, 3, and 4. And we place them there on a diagonal, and you could kind of see my fingers on a diagonal. There's no way we'd be able to place them straight because we wouldn't have enough room. So you've got to kind of tilt your hand a little bit, not a lot, just a drop, to get fingers 1, 2, and 3 on strings 4, 3, and 2. Okay? So once you get them on those strings right on the 2nd fret, obviously you know you have to press down the strings on the fret to get a sound to make the string resonate. And I'm doing that right now. So I'm going to strum really slow. Now here's what we don't do with this chord. We don't play the top string. So we're leaving the E string out this time, and we're going to start strumming from the A string, which is the 5th string, and it's open, okay, which means we don't have a finger on it. So here we go. We take our pick, and again, I'm strumming up here all the way at the top of the neck by my fingers just for the convenience so that you can see my hand strumming. Typically, when we do strum, as you know, we strum down by the body of the guitar. But right now, I'm going to be up here at the top of the neck so you can see me strumming. So here we go. We're going to strum from the A string, which is open, and then we strum strings 4, 3, 2, and then of course the bottom string, which is our 1st string, and the high E string, that's open, as well as the A string. So with the A chord, we're only strumming strings 5 through 1, or the A string all the way down to the bottom string. And we hear them resonating really nice. I'll do it one more time. And that's the sound that you should be getting out of your guitar. Now, in case you're experiencing some clicking like that, that means you're not pressing down hard enough on those frets. So work on your fingers. This could be a little bit of a tough one, even though I said it's kind of easy because you're using three fingers at the same time, bang, right on strings 4, 3, and 2 on the 2nd fret. The key is Now your fingers are in different positions within that fret. So sometimes you got to press a little bit harder with your first finger because your first finger is all the way behind the fret, and your second and third finger are a little bit closer to the fret. So when your fingers are closer to the fret, it makes it a little easier to press down. When your finger is far away from the fret, it makes it a little more difficult, and you got to press down a little bit harder. Okay? And by the way, if you are experiencing a little tingling or even a little pain with your fingertips from pressing down on these strings, it's perfectly normal. The more that you play and the more that you practice and get your fingers used to playing, that tingling and the pain will go away. So just have some patience and have some fun. Okay? So here we go. So here's a summary with the A chord. Fingers 1, 2, and 3 go together, right? And they go right on top of strings 4, 3, and 2 in order on the second fret. And we only strum from the 5th string all the way down. Here we go. I'll do it one more time. And that's our A chord. Now there's different finger formations to play the A chord, which we will be looking at in later chord library lessons as well. In the meantime, have some fun with this chord. This is a real cool chord. Lots of songs are played with the A chord. So I hope you enjoyed this chord library lesson for the A chord. This is Michael with Rockatar.com, and I look forward to seeing you in the next chord lesson or song lesson. See you soon.